how this one goes. So the Fresno State Bulldogs offense that has the first possession of the game. Let's take a look for the first time in this one at Jamari McClure. We believe he's going to get the ball a lot, and they'll just keep feeding him as he gets strong. Straight ahead, it's McClure. Just smothered on the play. Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Martin back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the mark. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. So the Condors offense coming on the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think he's leaving Jesse going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Keeps it on the option. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. 3rd and short now from their own 48. Here's how the career starts. His first carry. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Condors will line up to punt it away. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They'll run the RPO and fire to the left. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Martin will throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in with one hand. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's McClure. Jukes his way for more. To the 43-yard line, and a first down for this offense. Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. They'll give it to him again. Surge ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Long way to go on 2nd down. On the ground, it's McClure. Breaks into the open. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Right at the line. Maybe a crease. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Bulldogs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Sells to run, looking to pass. Throws to the wideout. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. Here's some daylight. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They believe in this running game, and he's out across the 40 to the 43 before going out of bounds. Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. He'll do it himself. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it and runs it again. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Looking downfield, it's right. Rushes on. Left side, it's Perkins. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Still looking for our first score of the game as we start the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll run the RPO at point blank. Getting behind those pads and behind the stiff arm to get it out to the 27. The Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got it behind the line. It's Powell. Hustled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Fresh center downs going to the air. He wants to take the top off. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Selling the fake. Fires to the wideout. That's caught. It's Allen. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. 2nd and long here. Leaves it with the back. 7-yard pickup on that one. 3rd down and 3 coming. 3rd and short coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Martin back to pass. He's got it. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. Fresno State lines up with a 1st and goal. They'll run it. It's Powell. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for the goal line. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. 3rd and goal where you separate the wheat from the chaff. Trying to march in. He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Distance not the problem here. The angle is a little tricky. right down the boulevard. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going down 3-0. They'll run it. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Pulls it on the option. Turning it on. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Condor. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Dude, if I'm a DC, I'm throwing my clipboard. I'm throwing my hands up in the air. What do you want me to do? I mean, this is unbelievable, having a guy this dynamic at the quarterback spot that can take it 50-plus and make it look that easy. You stop him.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Bulldogs offense is on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Using his legs, it's McClure. Knocked down immediately. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They give it back to him. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. Fresno State will have to punt it away. On the return. He gets a block, and he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defense where you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the field.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Keeps it himself. But nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The run to the left. He's knocked down immediately, trying to catch them napping on the run and nothing doing. Now Fresno State calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Hunt is on its way. On the return. He's got great speed. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Martin will throw it. Look out! Out wide back to Talent. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Bulldogs come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Snap on first down, wants to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. With the catch, it's McClain.
This quarterback right now is in the groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. No good. And it is still a 4-point deficit.
Well, they knew coming into this game touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense. So when you got opportunities to kick field goals, you've got to come away with 3 points. You're not going to get these chances very often.
First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Garrison. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Drops back on first down. Makes the grab. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And he missed it. No good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4. Just a precious few ticks remaining. This likely the final play of the first half. It's 1st and 10. Looking deep down the right side. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We begin with Texas Tech taking on the number 14 team, the Arizona Wildcats. And it's the Red Raiders coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. The victory gets this team to 4-2. It has not been a perfect start, but they are right in position entering the second half. Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications. Now over to your game in Fresno. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Valley Children's Stadium.
Fresno State lined up to kick off and start this second half. And here's the return. And they make the tackle on the return. There is a penalty marker on the play, and they might be backing up a bit. That's just an obvious face mask penalty there. No way you're getting away with it. Got to keep your composure there. Keeps it on the ground. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Looking for a crease. Oh, he's got some space. They're going to mark him down, and where that spot is looks as if it's going to be just a hair short of the first down. They punt it away on 4th down. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. It's McClain. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Running inside, it's McClure. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Bulldogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Throws it off the RPO. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off-play action on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Long way to go on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Allen. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They need a huge play on third and long. Gonna look downfield again. He'll get rid of it. And it's incomplete on third down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And guys still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead.
And they trusted him. Even after that last miss, they trusted him again to make it, and he misses again. I don't know how much more trust they'll have in him. Good weather, not a long kick, second miss of the day. We might not see him again.
The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Looking for the edge. He'll do it himself. 7-yard pickup on that one is now second and 3. Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the third. The ride. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders here to make the stop. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Motion from the wide receiver. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. And it'll be the Condors come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Play action on first down. Here comes the heat. It's complete. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. The Condors are rolling down the field. Pulls it. Gives it. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25. Halfway there on first down, it's second and 5. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that. Ball spotted up at 27. They're facing a third and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive.
Job by this defense. And that's exactly what they've got to start doing more. He's had a lot of success on the ground. It's apparent. He will take off and move. So how do we keep him in the pocket? Get him behind the line of scrimmage, fluster him a little bit, and don't let him use those wheels.
So they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Absolutely center cut. Lead now 7 here in the third quarter.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We'll what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Martin back to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They'll need a bunch on second down. They'll go to the air. They're all over him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Looking for a huge play. Leaping grab for a big gain. Nothing but green grass down the middle. He's at the top. And he eluded the defense of the intended play. Touchdown, Fresno State.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
And it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finish shows just how potent they are. An 88-yard touchdown pass. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Trying to get the corner. The option, he'll keep it. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Right back to it. Swamped immediately. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Looking downfield, it's right. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
And those are so frustrating. You're a defense, and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback, and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Fields the punt. Oh, he got loose. Smashes through the tackle. He's going to get loose. Touchdown, Fresno State. They move to the top here in the 4th. The whole thought process is just get the ball back and put what we do on offense. And the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit, making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball reached. Yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution in that punt return.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. On the return, it's King. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. They'll go to the counter. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. This time they'll throw it. Grab behind the line. It's Garrison. So what do they have for 3rd falling short from their own 23. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. And it'll be the Condors will call on their punt team. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Not a lot of room to make this catch. No room to bring it back. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Martin will throw it. Fires to the tight end.
I tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Turns it upfield. He steps out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. Sells the run, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. The short hands, it's Allen. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. They're working that left side. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. The fake wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. That should move them closer to this elusive second win of the year as they build this fourth-quarter lead.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and trying to get behind the defense. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a man. It's right. Rush right in his face. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab on the back. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Snapped on fourth down. Throws to the wideout. At the 45 on his way. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Second and long here. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, pressure's coming. Trying to get away. They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the first down marker. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Under pressure. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
Yeah, and now trailing with a little over 2 minutes, it's looking bleak. My defense has got to go out there and get a stop immediately. I got to stop the clock as fast as I can, try to save as much as I can, and then put my 2-minute offense together. There's a lot that has to go right for me to get back in this ballgame.
Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. After that big stop by the defense, now they can salt this thing away. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Stop right there. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. There he goes. He's at the 40. They ripped off a big one, and they'll get it down to the 27. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming into play. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. From the gun, it's McClure. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. So the defense uses a timeout here. 2:08 remaining on the clock. They didn't want it to get down to the 2-minute stoppage. He'll toss it. There's a crease. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
Well, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a 4-3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Running the option. It's right. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get line.
Snatches it on the right. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another first down. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Makes the grab. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. The Condor is moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw, it's right. Rushes on. He gets away. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Look out! Got rid of it just in time. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Going for 6. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail. Running out the clock, a mere 4